Grab your weight. Fine. Right, guys, grab your weight. What's my speaker? What's the speaker? Look at the speaker. Speaker behind. I went to grab it. I didn't grab it, obviously. So I don't keep my phone really. Right, start with your weight in your hand. I wouldn't go too light and use them as a opportunity to go. Okay, music. We actually hear anything? I have two readings. Okay. Let's pick up your weight. I've lost my 4, 0, 5. Someone. Hello, Vicky. There we go. All right, let's stand with our feet underneath our hips, spread your toes wide. We're going to use the weight to roll our shoulders to begin with. Soften the knees, tuck your tailbone under, squeeze the belly, just squeeze the bottom. It's a little active around there. We're going to roll the shoulders, inhaling, exhaling. So we're just going to circle our shoulders. Going to breathe, think about that squeeze back into your shoulder blade, dropping your hands to the floor, putting all your rest with. Anyway, let's squeeze back, lift up, roll them forward. So let's get into our breathing. One lovely deep breath in through the nose and exhale as we circle up towards the ear. Inhale as we drop them down. A couple of more in this direction. And then we're going to pause. And I want to reset by rolling them backwards one more time. Stopping the knees a little bit more. Look down towards the floor. Squeezing the belly. Let your weight come in front of your thighs. Let's roll the floor. So let your body expand. Let your spine fall inside the big curve. And if you can reach around, amazing. Just let your hands rest to the floor. And then let's just bend and extend one leg at a time. If you need to bend your knees to get your weights down, then do so. Or you can put your weights on their feet like that, lean into them, just work onto that stretch. Let your hips sway to the side as you extend one leg, bend in the other. You may feel this in your back, if you feel a little bit tight in your back. Not to the centre, just do some knee bends in and out there. So you're just doing them both together. You might be leaning on the weights, that's fine. You just want to really think about the hamstrings. Breathing in to bend, exhale to extend. Give me 3 more. And you've done that the last one. I want you to get hold of the weights again. Soften the knees, suck the belly in, and slowly roll your spine. Stacking the vertebrae one by one. And we get that shoulder roll at the top. Good. Bring your weight to your chest. Bring them together. and pull your shoulder blades back. Let's take our feet a little bit wider. We're going to take a lovely deep breath in. We're going to sink our hips down into a squat. And then you're going to exhale to push your body weight back up again. So you want to keep your eye gaze forward, keep the chest elevated, keep your shoulder blades pulled together. It's quite difficult to do if you hold your weight. As you hold the weight to the front, the shoulders want to come forward. So you can really force that position back. And we breathe in. We're floating our weight from the heels. And we're exhaling, pressing up. So if you look down to the toes, might be able to moment. You should always do that when you look toes to the front. Yeah, that's when your squat needs to be. And as we warm up through the body, we start to sink a little bit deeper. Make sure those knees are staying in line, moving on middle toes. Especially playing tinny music on the phone. 4 more of these. Last 2. We're going to stop halfway. 4. A little bit left, a little bit down, a little bit of left, a little bit down. Start with a little bit more as you drop. Go for another 6. 5. Keep that weight on the heels. Keep your shoulder blades moving back. Keep curving those shoulders. Last 2. 1 more. And then drop your weight to the ground again. Extend those legs and just pause and stretch. Straighten through the knees. Take some breaths here. Now look forward. And we're going to walk forward with the weights in our hands. And then I want to lower your knees to the ground in a half plank position. So we're not up here. We're going to roll forward, creating a straight line, running from the back of our knees to the top of our head. And then we're going to go for a little row. And alternate side. So just slowly putting the weight towards the waistline and dropping it just in front of our shoulders. So no wobbling in those hips. Buttocks need to squeeze tight, the abs need to squeeze on. We're just warming up so you don't need to make it hard. You can stay on knees for now. Any point if you're struggling with the wrist position with the weights, you can just drop one hand, you need to row with that one, and then swap it over. Otherwise, 4 more of these. Two more. Then when you've done your last one, bring the weight a little bit further underneath you, and then bend the elbows and drop your body weight to the floor. Land on the ground, let go of one weight, bring one weight behind your bottom, holding and side both hands. So rest on your buttock, pull your shoulder blades back, take your feet a little bit wide, squeeze your belly, lift your head, lift your chest, and then lift the arms, and it's into away from the bottom, lower down. Is that? Go through like that. So we breathe in, exhale, breathe up, and then release. So I don't care how far you get this weight, okay? I want you to think about the chest and putting the weight towards your heels and then releasing back down. 5 more. Three more, big lift, squeeze those shoulder blades together, weight up the front of those shoulders, working those postural muscles in the back. Keep your feet pinned to the ground, keep your bucket silent. 1 more. Yeah, let the weight release down by your side. Bring your hands by the shoulders. Push your weight into your knees, lift your bums to the air, and chest follows the bottom. Come up. Bring those weights back underneath you. Tuck your toes. Lift your body weight up onto a plank. Lift your hips, lift your hands back to your feet. Squeeze stay in that soft spine. We bend the knees, we scoop the belly in, keep the weights up, we roll our body slowly up. And we always reset those shoulders and shoulder roll. Okay, let's do some lunges. Left leg goes forward. Right leg goes back. You are on the ball of the foot at the back. That's the thumb for you. Everything's changing forward. Okay, let's do one more for the bicep. We're going to drop down. We're going to bicep curl. We're going to come all the way back up again. So, bicep curls. Pin the elbows into your waist, so your upper arm is not moving. Just allow your lift up the shoulders and back down again. Your stance in your legs needs to be wide enough so that this knee is not coming too far forward into those over those toes. Bad for the knee joints. Your back leg is just following your front leg. Push your body weight into that left heel so you're feeling your glutes firing up. And breathe. So you're ideally going to try and get that 90-90. If any niggling knee joints, don't go too far with them. Okay, 4 more. You're going to do the knee back to ground. Okay, when you've done the last one, your 4th rep, we're going to drop down. We're going to hold our bicep curl halfway, keeping your arms isolated. This is not pushing into that front bottom. Make sure you're pushing into that front heel. Keep those arms strong. Squeeze your elbows in. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going down. Oh. Bring your weight to the sides of your feet. Take that back knee, your right knee, and slide it a little bit further back behind you. So that when you start to sink down, you can get a little stretch into that hip and lift your chest high. So you might want to wiggle your front foot further forward, get deep into that stretch. So you want to feel it in the hip flexor, but all down here as well. And we just lift your chest. Take a breath in on the exhale. Push your body weight back. Keeping your feet flat to the ground. Hamstring stretch. This time, just let your head and chest drop down towards that thigh. Quite flexible. You might just have your weight there, or you might just have your hands on the ground. Okay, so what feels comfortable for you. And then again, slide forward. Roll forward, bend that front knee, and we little chest up, shoulders back. Pause for a couple of breaths. And push it back to hands. Then you can raise round your toes, pull your left hip back a little bit more. Extend that knee, lower your head and chest. And then one more time you roll forward to those hips. And then we do that one hamstring stretch back. Now, as we're back here, slide your weight back towards you a bit more. Push your body weight back. Roll up the heel. Roll your hips, toes to the side, and then sink down deeper. So, can you stretch a bit more? Maybe get the back of the knee a bit more. And then walk your weight back forward again. Foot flat to the ground. Tuck your toes under at the back. Lift your hips. Slide your back leg back to foot. So earlier on we did some rows. Okay, you can drop your knees again. Get your hand position correct. So you feel like you've got the stability. And we're going to row again. So you might want to stay here. Some of you may want to lift your knees off the ground and challenge it a little bit more with the hips. Here, then we go. Right into that force. Remember, you don't like it on the weight. Quite a lot of the wrist to hold the weight here. You can just row and then swap sides and use the full hand. Okay? So give me 4 more each side. Squeeze it in. Stabilize. Prevent those hips from rolling side to side. The butt needs to be squeezed tight. Your abs need to be squeezed tight. Breathe. And as soon as you've done that last one, we drop the knees down. Bring the weight a little bit further back towards you. Drop your chest in quite good weight and bring your body weight to the floor. You might want to switch back to lunge weight, right? You might not. Okay, so we don't work. Inside the back of the muscles again. So I'm standing my weight on their feet with my palms facing in towards the side. Feet stay on the ground at the moment. We're going to lift the head to chest and then lift those arms out. There we go. And drop everything back down to the floor. Don't expect a massive move with this one. You're just trying to squeeze up, push everything up as far as it would go, and release it slowly to the floor. You can do this in no way. And if anyone wants to talk about weights, there's quite a few people who have lighter ones, might go sharing that. I've got 2.5, quite tough. So now, those of you that want a little bit more, let's add some lifting. So on your next lift the arms, push the legs, squeeze together, and release everything back down. This is good. My weight got very, very funny. Come on. Right, come on, do this and squeeze. That's quite big enough, 5 kilos. I'm massively impressed. I could do it 2.5. So let's think about that. Lift the chest, that squeeze your shoulders, and if you're doing a leg lift, pull them together, working close to the thighs as well. Very good. That's it. So where you are, 40 more feet. See if you can lift your weight higher than your hip. I'm going to use some cords now because it's great. Come on, squeeze it back. Lift. Hold. Last couple of reps. One more. Come on, make this on your back. Lift, 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 lift. And release it down. And it's 3 to 4. On the breath. Okay, elbows on your shoulders. Fingertips together. Tuck your toes and let's lift into a flat. So if you want to lift your hips up a little bit first, then reset yourself. Push your body weight into your heels. So you extend the knees, you sort of do the stretch on top. Tuck the elbows a little bit more. Then keep the belly in. From the top of the rib cage to the navel. Relax a little bit through the shoulders and your eye gaze to with me can slightly impress. Now I'll take your feet a little bit further apart. Look towards me. We're going to turn off the edges and the arms to do the right side to the right until the right elbow. Keep it up to the breathe and squeeze it behind. So we're going to turn the way back. So we'll forearm side by side, rotate, turn the other way, and squeeze that shoulder back in this position. And continue to do that slowly, control in your own time. So I'm not going to make you do this at my pace, I'm going to make you do it at your pace. You can drop your knee once you rotate it. Lift the knee to rotate back to the middle, drop the knee at the side. See if you can rotate your body so you're right on the edges of your feet. That full turn, that elevation limit, and those of you that want to add into it, grab a weight. Switch the weight and you go through the centre. If you do slightly the weight, stay in that through. Bring it back. Make sure that arm stays at 45 degree and sorry, that 90 degree angle. Can't do that for them. Or 5, whatever you want to call it. Right, guys. 4 more, 2 more each side. Let's lift those hips. Let's squeeze a little bit more into the glutes. So when you're turning to the right, the right arm will be far out on your hip. And you turn to the left. Lift up it further. Then we're all going to float back to the middle. Knees or toes, up to you. Pause. Hold it. So if you don't have to commit, please you don't. Leave your bums in the air as you do. Push your weight back to your heels. Squeeze tight, 10 more seconds. Hold it. And then drop your knees. Let's go back into the top pose. Drop your bottom into your heels, extend your arms, hold your chest down, relax down into the stretch. Okay, roll yourself up. Grab your weights. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, put your hands all the way back to the feet again. Stay there in forward fold, allow that hip to spine. Extending through the legs, the hamstrings. Take them off. Okay, scoot belly in, roll up. Take shoulder rolls. Double sauce. Okay, right leg, step it forward, lunge position. Left leg on the ball of the foot. Turn both your hips, extend both your legs, stand tall. Put arms down by your side, exactly the same in the bicep. We're going to drop, we're going to curl, we're going to come all the way back up. So again, making sure that knee doesn't float too far forward. Back needs to follow what the front leg is doing. And you just start going a bit deeper. Maybe you can just tap the floor with that back knee. And just focus on something to the balance. Okay, 3 more reps. One more, all the way down. Couple all the way up. Then I'm going to drop. Too far. Biceps to isolation position. And we're going to go down, go up, go down, we're going to go up. Stay under tension the whole time. Breathe. 7, 6. Can you go a little bit deeper? 5, 4, 3. Lower. Last one. 2. Okay, wait. I'm starting to good. Slide your left knee a little bit further back. Maybe bring your right foot a little bit further forward. Sink down into the hips, lift your chest. So it's quite important that your legs back quite far behind. Then you get the right stretch. It gives you a little bit more depth in the hips. You might want to have your hands up the ground, weight flat up to you. And then we're going to begin to push back. Toes stay on the floor. Extend that leg over into the floor. And then just transition back to the hips. Spine position change, so that everything lifts tall, the hips sink down. Okay. Let's push back again, hamstring. Now pull your right hip back a little bit more as you lower your head and chest a little bit more. Slide forward again. And then we push back that last hamstring stretch. Keep the toes on the floor for now. Just drop your head and chest down. Begin to move your weight a little bit further into towards you. And then roll to the back of the heel as you push your hips back a little bit more. Now this leg is extended, your foot is flexed, and we sink down. And far when you get down, round the chin towards the chest, roll it down. And then just begin to move those weights back, forward again. Tuck your toes under the back, lift that back knee. Float your toes back, plank. Hop. Now look forward towards me. Slow mountain climbers. The slow mountain climbers is more of a Pilates move, and the fact that nothing moves. Squeeze your belly towards the thigh, the rest of the body stays still. You might want to drop your weights, big hands. Don't need them for this. Upper body, stay still. Hips are low. Tummy's controlling. Soften through the elbows a little bit more. Good. Beautiful position, everyone. One more. And when you've done your last one, pop the knees down, drop down to the forearm, and then just curve your spine. And then when you're ready to roll up, flip the feet around in front of you, let them lie on back, take the weight with you. Okay, going to move a little bit more into the chest. So you want a heavier weight, if you can. Float the arms above your shoulders, tuck the feet a bit closer towards the bottom. We're going to roll up into a bridge. So we're all going to start in exactly the same position, then we've got the options to make it a little bit harder. So we're going to open the arms out wide, keep the elbows very slightly soft, and we're going to bring those weights up above the chest, staying in an isolated bridge. So the hips don't move. We just inhale to open, exhale straight up above the chest. Now don't let those weights creep above your face. You always want to make sure they're more around the top of the rib cage rather than above the head. If you want a more of a challenge, totally optional, take your weight into your right leg, lift your left leg to the sky, isolate there, and keep working on that chest. So you're going to do 6 with one leg in the air, and then you're going to swap to the other side if you are doing a leg in the air. Now squeeze into that right butt cheek, elevate those hips. When you've done your 6 reps, as your arms open, drop the feet round. Now squeeze into that left butt cheek. Get as much height as you can. Don't rush it. When you've done your 6, put the foot down. Everyone bring your weights together above. Bring your weights to touch them. We're going to roll out of our bridge. hit the floor, reset your spine, imprint, legs to tabletop. We extend one leg as we bend the elbows, pressing the weights behind the head, bringing the weights back up as the knee comes back in, swapping to the other side. So you might want to drop one weight if it feels a bit heavy for the tricep, that's fine, or swap them out. Your choice. So we're trying to isolate the upper arm as much as possible, elbows up towards the sky, working the back of those arms, and the abs as you extend through that leg. If it feels too much at any point, you can do a toe tap instead, and then pull the leg back in and swap to the other side. If you want to make it harder, legs straight, and go full leg drop with that arm leg. So we inhale to drop, exhale to power the legs and the arms back up again. We've still got 8 more to go, so give it all that you've got here. Big squeeze down into the belly, flat on that spine. Keep your breath going. Anybody want a tiny bit more of a challenge? If your head is like a mini crunch, and stay there, and it makes your upper abs working a bit more. Funny. One more. Breathing in to drop, breathe out to push up. Last 2. Last 1. Lovely. Now pause here, lift your weights up to your toes, and give me some pulse press reaches and those crunches to the toes. So get as high as you can. Extend those knees. Keep pressing. 8, 7, 6. Get higher. 4. Press the knees a little bit more. Last 2. Now listen to me. Open your arms out wide. And the knees. And we're going to let the knees up to the left. All the way to the floor. And let's work on that right shoulder blade hitting the ground. Some of you may want to put your weight on that top thigh and encourage a little bit more rotation. Or let your legs relax. And keep breathing. Release your left arm if it's there. Float the knees back to the middle. Have a little pause in the middle. And then just go the other direction, slowly transitioning from one side to the other. You can put the weight onto that left thigh, and then let's get that left shoulder blade to the ground. Okay, release the thigh, open the arms, squeeze the belly, lift those knees in towards the center, and pop your feet back down the mat. Now, let's take the weights and rest them on the top of your thighs or your hips, whatever feels more comfortable. Bring the feet a little bit closer in towards you to keep the ankles, knees, and hips aligned. I'm going to roll up into bridge. And now these weights, we're just adding a little bit more load into the legs to make it work a little bit harder. We're going to inhale, brush your buttocks to the floor. Exhale, lift your hips and lift your heels. Drop your heels, brush your buttocks to the floor, lift your hips and lift the heels. So you're just working in bridge. Keep the breath going. Try and get as much squeeze as you can as you lift those heels up. So every time you lift your hip, go that little bit further. Lift right up the tip to those toes. And then I want you to pull your knees a little bit closer as you do lift up. Second we lift up to our toes, my knees are pushing outwards. So force them in a little bit more, support in a thigh squeeze. Okay, 3 more of these. Hold that last one up for me, please. So you're going to be on the tips of your toe. Can you elevate those hips a little bit more? Can you pull your knees closer together? Can you squeeze your glutes a little? And then can you do some tiny, tiny little presses at the top? Really, really simple moves. Just those tiny little muscles. Sparring up. 10, 9, 8. A little bit higher. 6, 5. Squeeze your knees. Lift your toes. And then when you've done that last little press, drop the heels, exhale, and roll it out. Let your arms release. Put your weight down to your hip. Hug your knees in, do a gentle side rock. Slide your hands to the back of the thigh and roll yourself up seated. We have not done shoulder yet. So we're going to do this seated. Feet on the ground, your knees bent or legs straight up you. Bring your weight to here. So we're going to add to back rotations. We're going to do 2 arms shoulder press. Then we're going to sink down. And we're going to do that lovely rotation. Open the lower arm. And then open the lower arm again. It's not a big move. We roll up. And we shoulder press. Then that spine beautifully straight. As we bring the weight into the shoulders, you sink into a curve. You open. And open. Roll it up. Lift. It's really important you transition out of that lovely C-curve shape. And really focus on that length as you power the arms up. So this becomes quite heavy weight. You're not making the left of the same move. Let's do 2 presses. You're 2 presses. Okay. And 2 rotations inside. The right, the left, the right, the left. Well done, you guys. Push, lovely. Stay here. Right, moving 3 more rounds of this. Going to each side of that. You're going to have people. Come on, big power up in those shoulders. Squeeze tummy, control it through your core. Whatever your core does, the rest of your body will follow. Last 2, come on. Big breath. Let's rotate a bit more. So you can tap that weight down. Keep elbow tucked in. Right, last one. And for this last one, we're moving forward. Let's go. 4, 3. Don't rush it. 2, sit tall. Last one. Roll it out. 8 rotation. 8, 7, 6, 5. Come on, rotate. 4. Think a little bit more. 3. And just for a little bit of time, we're going to stay on a little roll back. Take your weight to there, back a little bit more. Hold here, do some little pulses. Or we want more of a challenge. Here. 10, 9, 8, so close. 7, come on, 6. Up, shake your arms up. 3, 2, all the way up to the sky, or drop it down. Catch your feet toe just to allow everything to release. And then extend the spine in the opposite way. Lift tall and just focus on the spine at the moment. Now we're going to leave our left leg out front. We're going to tuck up right leg in. So those of you who have to tap, they do. Otherwise, bend the knee, then tap. Or you can use your topic. Or to use your grip to work on that hamstring stretch. So go with it. Move forward towards that leg. Extend it as much as you can. Bend the elbows. And drop your head chest as low as you can.
This is where opportunity meets chance. Where purpose meets a plan.
Breathing into it. So your right leg, if you like this angle, free it. And carry on the stretch.
No possibility. A new day. May I please have this stance?
Okay, we just slowly release off. Lightly bend this leg. Your left arm is going to wedge inside the leg. You're going to turn to your right knee. Start pull. Take the arm up above the shoulder. And then side bend. Forward to the left leg. Extend the left leg a bit more twitch. And then bring your whole body to the top. Go.
It's
Getting elbow, or get from here. Little low, you can go, turn your leg to the side. And then release the arm. Come back. So this leg that's extended, just take it in front of your other leg. So both legs. Hold that foot in front. Just ease your way down and towards the foot. And keep the buttocks on the floor, you know, a bit further. Also walk up in, but lift it. Okay, we're going to keep our right leg, sorry, our left leg tucked in. We're going to take our right leg out straight. Slightly adjust yourself to your push towards it. If you need to bend your knee, do so. Breath first. Take a lovely deep breath in. And then exhale, pull it down, pull that leg, push it forward, using the strength of your arm to get into this deeper insertion. Ease it off. Bending that right leg and the right arm inside. Lift up towards you, press your hands onto the opposite knee. Take the arm up and over the ear. Begin to side bend. You might want to slide a little bit further into it. And then rotate the upper body towards the sky as you extend and lengthen. Just keep breathing into it. Turn, lengthen. And then next inhale, the arm raises, just float the body back up again. Turn yourself back to front, bend that leg so that it's in front of the other one. Hold the foot, so let's sit down. Like it's further around, go a little bit further if you can. And then roll it back up. So that one that's practically close to your left leg, keep it where it is. Take your right leg and then sway it back. And then fidget. Or if you prefer, feet curl. And then just take it a little bit deeper into your glutes by just resting down, finding that stretch with your left hip. You might want to just be static and breathe. You might want to do a little wriggle side to side. You're quite flexible. The more you pull that foot further up to top of your mat, and getting more nice to it out, you do that stretch. Now move your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under, lift that leg up, and then we're going to simply switch to the other side. Find your stretch, and then drop down. And then bring your hands onto your shoulders. We tuck the toe at the back again. Lift, stand up. And then begin to walk your feet towards your hands, or your hands towards your feet, or both, whatever works for you. And then just turn there, like just beginning with that out of the way. You might have your fingers like on the ground, just extend those legs, hips to the sky, chest to the thighs. We breathe into it. And then when you're ready, just very slowly begin to roll your spine. Jump up the socks when we got one on. Take your shoulders up. Just like we did, but pushing them back and down. And then we end with our arms out wide, our palm space, lift chest, the ideas side. And all we're going to do is one big circle all the way up. Our hands come together. We can do a big reach up. And then we're going to do an exhale, bowing down forward, lovely, we'll take it from the hips, all the way up, lift your hands to the sky, overhead to clap yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.